final touch to the restoration of my BMW R100RT. For that, I need to travel some distance to be able to do this, and I'm going to explain to you later. Problem this morning and had to do some mechanical work because I don't know what happened. Last night when I was filling up, it was okay, but this morning both left and right carbs started to leak. Ride, it was backfiring, but this time there's no backfire. Okay, it's a bit of a wiggle from the front tire, see? There. But so long as I hold on to it, should be okay. Okay, so what else has to be done except for this trip that I'm doing now? Well, you see this hole here? There's supposed to be a clock there, and it's an analog clock. Now, I didn't want to replace it with some cheap China-made clock, so I've tried to rebuild it. It's actually a motometer clock. This is a German company that makes precision instruments and parts. The original motometer clock can go up as much as $100 in eBay, and there are very few sellers because it's like gold, you know, for Airhead enthusiasts. Okay, let's focus on our driving now. Ayan. So ito yung final step natin sa restoration, is to have the bike registered. Okay, here's the update. We were able to do the data take on here at the LTO Manila South office, but it looks like there's still another step that has to be done to be able to get my details on the system. And so but they were able to stencil it, verify the details of the bike. So hopefully there's no more problem, and I should be able to register this near my house. And so I'm now going to bring it home. Okay, at least we were able to do the data take on. So ganun pala yun. If you have not registered, well, unfortunately this bike, the last time I used it was the last time I registered it was back in 1998, and that's why it was not inputted in their system. And that's why I had to bring it to the office where it was first registered. And this is the Manila South office of the LTO. Okay. Boss, teka lang. It got stuck. I was not able to register it. It got stuck. So, but what I failed to do when I stored it, well, I started buying the parts after that. So I had plans of, tuning it up. But I guess I just forgot about it, and there were other priorities back then. So one of the things I failed to do was to drain all the fuel, and that really damaged the carbs. There was a lot of corrosion in the carbs, which I had to clean. But it's okay now. So lesson learned. If I'm gonna store this again for a few months, you need to drain all the fuel. Because especially the fuel now, which has ethanol in it, really damages the seals, the gaskets, and ethanol attracts water, and that causes the corrosion inside the carbs. Driving through Binondo. This is my first time here on a bike. damping still works. You know, the front forks I was able to rebuild by just cleaning it out and changing the fluid. But the rear shocks, you know, they no longer manufacture these shocks. They're Koni shocks. And back in the day, Konis were the most sought after performance rear shocks for motorcycles. Wait, let's see if I can take this stoplight. I read that there's a company in Australia and called Icon. So you know, it's IKON. So it's a play on the Koni name. And from their website, I read that they took over the manufacturing of Koni shocks. So and the nice thing about Icon, apparently, is that they sell the build kits. They sell the build kits for old Koni shocks. So I think I better reach out to them to see if I can buy a rebuild kit for my rear Koni shocks. So eager to use this bike going north. And there's actually a story to that which I'm going to tell you on my way northbound. But this trip was not a business trip. I got to know the bike better. You know, they say that it's like riding a bike. You don't forget that for a bike like this, I think I need to practice some more, especially if I'm gonna ride with a passenger. I'm not gonna post it, but something funny happened this morning. Because of my excitement to get out of the house and ride the bike, something happened. Anyway, I'm gonna tell that. I'm gonna put in the outtakes, the video outtakes of this vlog. So I'm almost home, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted. But the bike runs perfect. It's like, you know, it's like when I got it the first time. Alright guys, so hopefully my next vlog will be to bring this to the LTO office, the nearest one on 20th Avenue, and have it finally registered so it can be street legal.